Hey, welcome to my house. This is Gary Wales. I've been drinking a Batman. We just made a Batman. And I want to show you a few little things, some interesting points, I think. This is my wife's piano. Nothing big deal, but that's my beautiful wife. Before she passed away, she was the car person, and I want to be sure and give her credit for getting me into this madness, this thing called automobilia and cars and that. This is my favorite picture of her, actually. I want you to see this. Is that something? Is that an unhappy looking Santa and little girl? But anyway, that was kind of fun. Anyhow, we were married for an awful long time, 50 years, and we enjoyed the automobiles together. That's one thing we could share. I suggest all you guys out there, if you find a woman that loves cars as much as you do, good God, marry that woman. You'll be a happy man for the rest of your life. Over the years, we collected a lot of crazy things and a lot of interesting things. One being, this is an old commemorative bronze. It was done of the Blériot in 1909. The Blériot was the first aircraft to ever cross the English Channel. And I've had that probably for 40 years. Just one of those crazy, wonderful things. While in England, when I first went over a long time ago, I went into an old antique shop, and in was a box of goodies, and it had a lot of Rolls-Royce stuff in it, and I just bought the whole box. Woman said, somebody just came in here and sold us this here, and look, if I can make 10 pounds on it, I'll fine. And this was covered. This was an old flask, and it was all covered with old leather. It was falling apart. Well, the leather came off, and under it was this Rolls-Royce emblem. And on the back it was engraved, C.S. Rolls, Best of Luck, Bournemouth, July 1910, Henry Royce. C.S. Rolls was killed in Bournemouth in that year, flying in the first, he was the first air fatality, and he was flying a Wright Brothers aerial. So I don't know much about this, but it's kind of interesting. I've had it for 45 years, I do believe. This is another thing, as you've probably gathered around looking at the videos, that I'm kind of into arms armors and so forth like that. Not a good place to break into. Anyway, this is 10th century. This came over with the Normans when they did the conquest in 1066. And this is an original piece, and it is authenticated. So that's 1,000 years old. Is that cool, or is that cool? And you kind of wonder what the hell it ever did. I can imagine. Anyway, just a lot of things here. I won't bore you with all of them. Just one last little thing. This is the Meservey Trophy presented to me in '84. And Margaret Bentley, W.O. Bentley's widow, gave me this, presented this to me. I was given this for doing the singular most notable event for the Bentley Drivers Club worldwide, and I was the first American to ever win it, and that was from winning the Great American Race. And $100,000 at that time was like $1.5 million bucks, so it was a big deal, and that's still my favorite little trophy. Although my George Barress Best of Shows trophies come in awful tight. Anyway, just a lot of unusual and wonderful things. Cars, and you see the jug back there. This we got in the Middle East, in Jordan, and that's all done with sand. Just amazing stuff. This was my radiator cap from my Blue Train Special. The egg is an old ship from the 20s, painted on an ostrich egg. Just not anything of really great value or anything, but just of real interest and kind of cool things that we all like. And that's what we got going here. Now come on out here with me. Come on with me. We'll show you some more. Well, we're out of here. Again, my lovely wife Marilyn and I, we did this in 1979. That was just before our hair and teeth all fell out, so we remember what we looked like. Come on in here. We'll put on the video for you, and we'll talk a little bit. Anyhow, this is number 4 of videos, just kind of showing you what we've got. And here we go. We're going to make it work in 1 minute. And now, boom, here you go. That's Joji and Barry Barress pastor. That was George's daughter and her husband, Barry. Wonderful people. This is the, if you ever remember or heard about the movie Grapes of Wrath, this was the Joad truck. And Andreas and I made it into the 100th anniversary automobile for Hudson Motor Car Company. And there it is, which was unusual. It's with the tail, and it went right through the spare wheel. Little cheesecake is always good. Jay giving it a run. That's on this show. There we are with Craig Jackson, Andreas and I. That's the Campbell Special. I had that back in '66. The door off my old refrigerator from Ferrari, Detroit. And if you don't recognize who the hell that is, or this guy, Dan Haggerty, you know who the other one was. These are all friends, or were friends, I'm sorry to say. They're gone now, but anyhow, we've had a lot of fun. That's me with my kilts. And you don't wear anything under them. This is winning Best of Show at Hurlingham in London. That was their Pebble Beach. A very exciting time. And I guess that's it. So anyway, we just wanted to show you the last of our videos. And we're going to sit back now. And Andreas and I both have our...
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. And these are our Batmen. And I'll tell you quickly what a Batman is.